to my channel. As you can see, I'm in a completely different room right now because I am not home. We've been up here since the 4th of July, and I think we're probably gonna go home this weekend, most likely, by the looks of things. But that is totally okay because I am just gonna roll with the punches, and I'm not home, so no complaining. So that's always been my rule, because it's not very often that we get to go somewhere and stay the night or stay a few days. When I have the opportunity, I take advantage of it. But then again, it's nice to go home and sleep in your bed. And there's just, like I said many times, there's just something about that first night in your bed after being away for a little while. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And right now I'm just sitting here chilling. I'm about to find something on YouTube. And I think I'm on a Shouka kick again. If you remember, I've talked about her. She's an orca. She's at SeaWorld in California. I've heard some pretty heartbreaking videos on her about her too. So anyway, that's that. I thought I would check in with you, and I'll just take you along with me, whatever I do. Here I go again, watching my playlist of Shouka the Killer Whale right here. You could probably hear it right there. The TV's a little bit darker, so I'm having to dim the room so I can see it better, because I don't know how to fix that. So I'm just gonna leave it as is because they probably have it like that for a reason. Hello again, happy Friday, and today we are going back home. We were gonna go home tomorrow, but we're so ready to go, we just decided to go ahead and go home today because, for one, we're ready to sleep in our own beds and be in our own space, and you know, all the things that you know how it is when you go somewhere for a few days and you're ready to be home, and that's what I'm anxious for. And I'm missing my lovely foster family, and they're missing us too, and I know that they're ready for us to be home as well. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready for the day, and then I'm gonna pack and straighten up everything and make sure nothing gets left behind and all the things. So let's get on with it. We are finally back home, and I'm about to chow down on that pizza and then unpack. I don't know about you, but I have been looking forward to this all day, just being home and settling and getting back on with my life. But I had a great time up there, and I'm gonna look forward to next time. So anyway, I'm gonna find me something on YouTube while I chow down. So yeah. Morning. So good. It's now 10 a.m. Saturday morning. I slept better than I thought that I would. So I guess I'm gonna get up and start a new day. It's 12:20 in the afternoon, and I am just now getting dressed. Well, I already did. Anyway, I was sitting here debating on whether if I wanted to or not, because we're probably not going anywhere today, which that is totally fine with me because we have not been home all week. Like I said, you already know, we just got back home from Dalhart yesterday. The original plan was we were gonna stay last night and then go home this morning. But honestly, one, we were ready to come home, and two, I did not want to get up early. It's Saturday. We wanted to sleep in. We've been getting up early every day for the past week. And honestly, I normally don't sleep in that much anyway because, for one, as you know, it's bright in here in the mornings, and that makes it hard to sleep in. So my body is not used to sleeping in like I used to. I used to be able to sleep till noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but now I can't do it anymore. So yeah, I think it's going to be a very chill day at home. Probably find something to watch on TV. I haven't even turned on my TV yet since I turned it off last night. Happy Saturday, y'all. I guess this is going to be a weekend in my life type of video. I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. Okay, guys. Is it just me, or do I tend to mess up every time I turn the camera on and forget what I'm saying? Like, I always say, yeah. Well, come to find out, a lot of you guys do it just because you don't know what else to say, and you say it just to say it. Anyway, let's talk about that last clip. I remember this like yesterday, and I believe I might have talked about this before. I'll have to find that video and put it somewhere in the description box maybe. I don't know how to put it up here. I'll figure it out eventually. I remember one night, it was December the 12th. Well, it was in December because I remember because I was sitting in the living room and the lights were out and the Christmas tree lights were on, and that was the only light in the living room, and I thought it was so pretty, and that was very satisfying to look at. Anyway, I was bored and randomly scrolling through my old iPod Touch. Some of this is very cringe when I talk about it. I was scrolling across that. I looked up whale talk because I was curious if whales either speak through their mouths, which for many years I thought killer whales and dolphins and all those had vocal cords like we do. No, that's not true. It took me years to discover that because in the Free Willy movies you saw them vocalizing through their mouths, but that's how the animatronics worked back then. So I guess that's why I believe that. I randomly looked it up on YouTube out of boredom, and I came across a video called Whale Talk, and I didn't know which whale that was. I thought it was at SeaWorld, but they said Shouka, and I saw different videos of her, and no, she was not at SeaWorld. She was in a tank with another dolphin, and then it was her singing that probably introduced, like, you know how she gurgles? Well, I call it singing because that's basically what it sounds like. Some of you may call it gurgling because it sounds like that too, but I call it singing because that's what she's doing. I don't know where she picked that up from. Maybe she learned that at Six Flags. Well, she moved to SeaWorld, and fun fact, I was like, why isn't she at SeaWorld? You know, she can be with other killer whales. That was my birthday wish in 2011. I was like, I wish Shouka was at SeaWorld, and sure enough, a year later, that's where she wound up, because they said she lunged at a trainer. I didn't want to believe it at first because Shouka wasn't that kind of orca. I don't think she knew she was a killer whale, which sure enough, she knows. That vocalization she does, she learned it from other dolphins, or she learned it at Six Flags. I don't know, but that's just one of her world famous vocalizations. That's probably my personal favorite of hers. I think it's the cutest thing. Her gurgling, maybe, so to speak. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I'll think about it. I did not believe that she attacked any trainers because I don't think she has shown any signs of aggressions that I know of. Well, one day I found an old bad quality video. It was on someone's cell phone and it went viral. You can barely see Shouka lunging towards her trainer, which, come to find out, it was because she was lonesome, she's depressed, she was angry, all of things. That was the only time. Well, honestly, if she wanted to hurt her trainer, she really would have, but she didn't. She was just trying to say something, so she pretty much lunged, I guess, spoke to them in her own way. Look, you gotta get me out of here. Well, think about it. That has been your only place for years. Your only companion was taken from you. But then again, since she's moved to SeaWorld, she has not had any signs of aggression that I know of. Don't quote me on that. But then I recently looked up John Hargrove after watching Blackfish, and he's mentioned that he's had several aggressions with Shouka. He'd come at to her mouth open, try to pull him under. She came at to him. There I go again, messing up on camera. According to John Hargrove, he said that Shouka came at him several times, mouth open, and tried to pull him under. And then I looked it up, and sure enough, I've seen it on the internet, and then she eventually hospitalized someone from internal bleeding. That sounds pretty scary. I did not know Shouka was that kind of aggression. Well, I didn't know Shouka was that aggressive, so to speak. Let me rephrase that. But anyway, that was a little bit of a chit-chat. Like, out of nowhere, I was thinking about her lately. I wonder how she's doing now. But as far as I know, she's doing okay, and she's still at SeaWorld.